Hey everyone, so tonight we're doing a review on the Marvel Legends Mystic Rivals Nico from the Dormammu wave. So on the front here you can see it just says Marvel Legends and it says Marvel right on the top, kind of if you can barely see it, there you can go. And it just says Marvel, Mystic Rivals, and then it has it written in a couple other different languages. It says Build a Figure Dormammu, has one picture on the side of Enchantress, and then Nico. On the back here, shows a picture of both the figures for the running change, or they're all in the wave, never mind, not a running change, just both in the wave. Anyway, there's a list of the figures down below, along with the Build-A-Figure Dormammu, and it says, these women use their mystical powers for their very different reasons. One for good, and the other for evil. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get her open and check her out. Alright everyone, so here's Nico out of the package. So she does come with the lower torso and kind of skirt piece of Dormammu, along with her little staff with her kind of her spell cast, cloud around it, and then she also has an interchangeable arm that's really cool. That's definitely the arm I will be displaying her with. It's got a nice half translucent pink. We'll go ahead and check that out. But there's the end of the quick little 360, and we'll go ahead and check out the details. Alright guys, so first off we'll go ahead and check out the little Dormammu piece. So it does come with just the skirt, and it has the lower torso inside. You can kind of see those tiny little pegs in there. But it is painted differently than the Comic-Con one from the Book of Vishanti. But it is exactly the same sculpt. So we'll go ahead and, once I build him, we'll go ahead and do a comparison with those guys later. And then her staff is actually really cool. This piece doesn't have any paint detail. It is just kind of an or goldish plastic. You can kind of see some of the swirling on the ball point. But I really like this pink translucent cloud. You kind of see parts of it translucent. As it gets thicker, obviously it's a little darker. But I think this looks really cool. There's not any paint detailing on this either, but it just looks really cool. There's kind of some extra plastic hanging off on this part. But it looks really good. I really like how this turned out. And then we'll go ahead and go over her interchangeable arm, which I think this is awesome. So you can see it's the same piece, obviously, from her other arm, but then that hand looks so cool, translucent. That nice pink, I just think that looks really cool. And it's got this little gauntlet on the front here, the little circle, it's translucent. But that just looks awesome. Really like how that turned out. Very cool. Alright, so go ahead into the figure. We'll go ahead and zoom in on her face here. I think she's got a really cool head sculpt. I really like her pink eyes. I think that turned out perfect. And she's got really a lot more more pale than a typical like kind of a human skin. So you can see her next to Scarlet Witch. She's definitely a lot more tanner, where she's definitely kind of like a vampire pale. But I think that looks really creepy and really cool at the same time. So she's got kind of that black lipstick, those dark red eyes, with a little bit of makeup, eyeshadow, and the black eyeliner. I think that just looks really cool. I actually like how her hair turned out too. I think it looks really nice. There's not any paint detailing on it. It's just a black hair, but it's nicely sculpted. I think that looks really good. It's got a little pink ponytail on the back. I think it looks really good. This is very kind of pliable, gummy hair, which is nice. But I think the head sculpt just looks awesome. I really like it. And coming down the front, it kind of reminds me of like a little, kind of like a gothic outfit. But it's got kind of a darker purple shirt underneath with her little black, kind of like a black leather dress. You can kind of see some of the lace. I think that turned out really good. Let me zoom in on that. Oops. Come on, camera. Focus. But you can see the lace turned out actually really good. Really liked how that came out. A little blotch right there. But overall, not too bad for, underarms look deep. You can kind of see some overlapping. But on the outside here, it's not too bad. I think it looks good. And then just kind of has the long black gloves on this hand, same thing on that hand, so it's just kind of that flat black. But going over her dress, you can see some of the sculpt making it look like more like leather. You can see all kind of the stitching in there. And it's got her little skirt, little pink ruffles at the bottom. I think the skirt looks really good, and it's nice pliable plastic. And she's got the kind of like the light pink striped stockings or leggings. But you can see it's all nicely cleanly painted on this one. Straight lines. I think it looks, you know, nice and clean. I don't really see any of the bleeding. Little slight bit right there. It looks just like overlapping. But overall, I mean, it's nicely done. You know, I don't really have any complaints there. If it had been all splotchy, that would have been awful. But I think they did a clean paint job. They're definitely doing better. Going over the boots look cool. I like these. I like all the crazy straps here on the side with the silver buckles. I think that turned out awesome. And she's nice and flat-footed, which is great. But I think she turned out really cool. Good amount of detail. Really liking it. So we'll go ahead and show you do the interchangeable arms. So you just kind of give it a tug. There we go. Mine has had a little extra plastic, so I just kind of wear it out to get the extra plastic on, but just kind of plugs in like that. And then this arm's a tad bit loose, not as loose. This arm's tight, but for some reason this arm's a little tight, but I mean a little loose. But I just think this arm looks so cool. Definitely going to be the arm, you know, that I used to have her displayed with. I just think that looks great. And then her little staff here can only really be held in one hand, and it's a little loose, I'm not gonna lie. And then as you slide it up, it kind of gets in the way of the cloud here, and it becomes too thick to where her hand doesn't really grasp it too well. But I may hold it kind of, you know, like that. See if that. It's just still, it's not a firm grip. That's kind of a problem. To me, it kind of bugs me. I always like it when my figures can hold stuff firmly, but it's just definitely just not as firm as I would prefer it. But well, at least you can hold it. But definitely have to slide it up further. So we're going to go over the articulation. So her head is on a hinge, so she looks up very far because that hair is really gummy, which is awesome. And she looks down very far, and left to right, and she kind of has the little rocking motion on her neck. She's got ball joints in the shoulders, move out, and they move up very far, forward and back. Single jointed elbow, she bends in almost at 90 degrees. Rotation at the elbow, hinge at the wrist, and also a swivel. Rotate it. Not much of an ab crunch. You can see it doesn't really move back. Definitely moves back, which is nice. Can also swivel. Excuse me. And then she can kick up that high. See? The dress is, I mean, the skirt's nice and pliable. Spread. It kind of rises up. That looks a little goofy. And then she does have an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Boot rotation, which is nice. Ankles move down, they move up. Does have the nice ankle rockers. And pegals to the bottom of the feet. Alright, I'll show you guys how tall Nico is. Alright guys, so Nico stands right at about 5.5 inches tall. So, which is nice. And you can get her next to, this is the San Diego Comic-Con Book of Ashante Brother Voodoo. Next to each other. I think that looks pretty cool. He's definitely a little bigger. But I like all the translucent plastic. I just love that. Looks awesome. But there you go, guys. That's my review on the Dormammu Wave Nico. I definitely think she's awesome. I haven't reviewed the other figures, obviously, from the Wave, but currently she's definitely my favorite just because of all the accessories with the interchangeable arm and the staff. I think that's really cool. But looking at them, probably it's between her and Iron Fist that I like the most. But right now, I think she's definitely worth picking up and definitely adding to your Doctor Strange display. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this figure. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Alright, thanks guys. Have a great night. Bye. Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review. Oh.